Hi, it's David and Jeannie in the stained glass studio, and the holidays are beyond. All of the hectic portions of the holidays are over, and we hope you enjoyed your holidays as well. Christmas is such a good time to make stained glass and make gifts and give unto others. You know, it's kind of fun. That's one of the reasons that we've done some of the projects that we've done this year. So what we thought we'd do is kind of have a year in review. Now this is not like, what do you call them, New Year's resolutions or anything like that. What we thought was that if we had a year in review, we could talk about the things we've done throughout this year, and that would maybe inspire other things that we can do this next year and that you can do this next year. So that's kind of where we're headed. And so we'll just start out. You know, last year we tested a couple of products and showed how they worked. We did a butane soldering iron, which would be great if you're out in the boondocks and you need to solder something. And then we also did an LED screen. You remember that? You showed that video, I think. And we talked about how you can use that LED screen to trace your pattern on. And it would be great for showing like at a show, an art show where you didn't have much light. That would be helpful. And then we also did a new type of zinc saw. The one we've got, we still like it a lot. We think it's the greatest, but you might want to try this other one as well. So that's kind of a group of 3 that we did, and that was fun to do.
Well, I remember some things that we did with students. I work with the students more than David. I mean, David's downstairs on the computer and doing his videos and stuff, and I'm out with the students, which I love. I have met some wonderful students this year. It has been just so great to do that, to teach classes. One thing I remember is a gal who wanted to make a beehive, and she wanted to add some little bees onto her beehive stained glass, and that was so fun. And when they come up with ideas and say, what if we tried something new? And even though I have no idea how to do it sometimes, I think, yeah, let's try that. Let's do it. And that's happened a few times this year. Very fun. So another student, she was having a hard time because she wanted to carry her project back and forth from home because she wanted to foil at home and then bring it back and stuff, and it was moving around a lot in the car. Oh yeah, I remember that. And so she came up with this idea to put it, and fortunately it was the right size so she could do this. She put it on a baking dish. And I thought, perfect. That was such a great idea, and so all of the pieces were on her baking dish, and they didn't slide around.
What was that thing that held it down? Was it like a baking sheet?
Yes, sort of it's not vinyl, but yeah, it's just like a baking sheet that you would cook your things on, your cookies on, and she set that on top of it. Oh yeah. And so it wouldn't move. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was genius. Yeah, that was really a good idea.
Yeah. And when we had the student come with she saw something that was in our home that had a copper overlay. Oh yeah. And she says, I want to do that. And I'm thinking, I've never done that.
Now, the artist that we bought that from was Grant Finley, and it was this big. But he makes them that are this big. And so she didn't even get a chance to see how great some of his works are.
Yeah.
But that was a fun project.
So we tried that, cut it out of copper, laid it down. Had some challenges with that because at first we did it while it was on the glass and it cracked a few times. So then we had to, cut it out and just solder it on just different points. And so, yeah, trying different things with students has been fun.
Yeah. Early in the year, I did a video that was from several years ago back that I took the film from, where we took a wooden frame and removed the glass from the frame, and then was it a different frame that we put it in? And that was for a student again. That was Susan, who's one of our longest time stained glass students. And that was a lot of fun. We figured
that she and her friend have been coming for 18 years off and on.
Yeah.
And so a fun thing about that is that they invite us over every Christmas for an annual Christmas luncheon. And they're our longest students and have become some of our dearest friends.
Yeah, they're great. It's really fun to go over and hang out with them.
Remember we had that fellow came over. He was doing a window, he and his wife, and he knew how to make beads.
Oh, that's right.
And I said, I've always wanted to learn how to make beads because David had bought me a bead making kit and I never even opened the box.
Was that for last Christmas?
Yeah, I didn't know how to work it, so I just kind of left it in the box. And he says, "Oh, I'll show you how to do that." And so we had the best time. I'm still not very good at it, but I can't seem to make them very round. But it was so fun, and sometimes students will come. This has happened many times that I learn from students because they have expertise that I don't. Like I had a student this year who was teaching about how to work an iPad. And
that's right.
And so she came over and even gifted us an iPad and taught me and came over for a couple of different tutorials, and still learning that one too. But I think when I learn it, it's going to be such a benefit to our business. And the same with this beading. It may not turn into a big thing, but don't you love to learn new things? Yeah, and to have students come to me for something that I can teach them, and then just turn around. I had a financial planner as a student recently, and he said, "Jeannie, here's some things that you're doing wrong. Here's some pricing that you need to work on. Here's some organization skills you need to work on." And I was so grateful. And so
we have we learn as much and get as much value out of having students as they get from us.
Yeah. Oh, and there was a fellow that had a printer. What's it called? A 3D printer. And he made us some foil caddies that he did. I was amazed.
Yeah. That was really neat.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty great.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did show on a video how we solder circular items, and I think that was it was a pretty good demonstration video. And then also we kind of followed up on how we soldered in. Remember those two-sided jewels that we have?
Yeah. So it doesn't let the window lay flat.
Right. You have to raise it up. So that's a little bit of a technique. It's not a big deal. You could probably figure it out yourself, but that was fun to try out. Yeah. And then I got a repair. I had to do a lampshade. And in order to fix the lampshade, it needed a new vent cap, but it didn't have one. So
you know what I like? While you're thinking about that, what I love that David does is that he'll see a project needs to be done and he'll think about it. And he'll draw out some things and he'll think about it some more, you know, talk about it maybe. And what is so cool, he'll even dream about it. Don't you? You tell me about how he dreams about what it could be done and how to do it. And sometimes in the morning he'll go, Jeannie, I dreamt about the solution to this problem. I love that.
Yeah, most of the time it's a nightmare. You know, it's...
Maybe. Oh, that's great.
Well, with that lamp stand, I went and bought a bunch of parts that I was able to get from Home Depot, and I was really happy to be able to put them all together and create a stand which would hold the vent cap up. And then I was able to place the shade onto that vent cap and soldered all. And when I got it all done, that was a repair that I was really quite, I was proud of it. I thought it looked good.
I was proud of you. I thought you did an excellent job. It turned out beautiful. They were very happy with it.
It is so hard to get lamp repair parts nowadays. It wasn't like that when we started in the business. You could get them all over the place. There were many places you could get sources for it, but we needed some parts for our Taurus ring saw, but you couldn't get them. It was a supply chain thing. They were on a slow boat from China.
And pandemic thing.
Yeah. So the little, I needed a replacement wheels, and I needed a new blade, and I couldn't get them. However, I found that I could buy a brand new saw, so I did. And I bought a brand new ring saw, and since we have this nice brand new ring saw, we thought, well, what the heck, let's show a demonstration on how to work with a ring saw.
It's nice and clean.
Yeah, it was clean, and remember that you helped on that piece. That was that Bewitched.
Very fun, yeah.
One that you did with Cindy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did a really cool design with our son, our grandson, and our grandson-in-law. And they had found...
Grandson-in-law? Okay.
Is that right?
Our granddaughter's husband.
There you go. And they made this orb. It was just so cool. There was a, what would you call it, a base that the glass went on, and you soldered it together. And it was great. It was not something that I would ever have thought of before. But to have them come and say, you know, hey, Grandma, can we make this?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, okay, cool. And it turned out just really cool. And
one of the things that I liked was that Caleb is really good with does his own little video channel, and he made a video of putting it together, and it was great.
It was so good. Obviously, others do better at video than we do.
Well, after that last one that I did with the bad sound, I can't believe it. That was just...
Oh, that was sad, huh?
Yeah. So we did that, and then we had a window that we needed to reinforce. So what the heck, we did a video on how to reinforce a window using Restrip.
Why not?
Which is, kind of what we do. We take pictures of what we're doing. And that was a good instructive video. I thought it was worth doing.
Well, is it my turn to tell about my favorite thing? So this year, I had the opportunity to be with another group of artists, and we all went in together and made a bid for all kinds of artwork. There were painters and sculptors and all kinds of artists, and we all went together to put a bid in on the new Provo Airport Terminal.
Yeah.
So exciting. And so a few of us were chosen, And so we got to design windows that are kind of like a lakescape. There are ducks and cranes and sunrise and water, and it was just very fun. There are 4 different panels, each 5 foot by 5 foot. They were big, they were awesome, and they are now all finished.
Yep.
And they are encased in tempered glass, and we are just waiting on installation.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. We built the art glass. Another company put the art glass in between the insulated units, and then a third company is going to do the install. So we all get, there's 3 times as many ways to screw it up.
No, don't say that. What I think is that I love to be able to share in the windows. We went to look at them the other day, being all installed, and the people there says, "Oh, come, you gotta look at them. They look so pretty." And even the receptionist says, "Oh, can I go back and look at them with you because they're so good?" And that just makes me, it just makes us happy to do that. So we're very excited about getting that installed done. Hopefully within a few weeks, right?
Yeah, and they've asked us to let them know what day it'll be on so that the mayor can come and visit the installation. And so who knows, maybe you'll get a chance to meet the Provo mayor when we shoot that video.
Very cute.
Then after that one, okay, now that we showed how we made the tabletops that we needed in order to build those big windows. We showed each of the 4 panels, which took how many months? 6 months? 6 months
altogether, about a month and a half.
Yes. And then that was a really good experience. Then I lost my mind somehow. Jeannie and I went over to look at a lady's door that needed some repair.
Nicest lady.
And I don't know what happened, but I said, "Yeah, I think we could do that." And she looked at me like I was crazy because it was a leaded window. Well, we don't do leaded work. And it had 7 little broken pieces, but I thought, oh, they're just 7 little broken pieces. And I tell you, I suffered. I deserved everything I got because that was such a miserable experience.
Poor David.
Anyhow, we did get it done, and it did look nice after it was done. But
it looks nice. It's all installed. Everybody's happy. You did a good job. Doesn't need to complain about it anymore.
But I've learned my lesson.
Okay.
If you're not a leaded glass artist, you don't have any business messing with leaded glass.
Well, in the same window, especially.
Yeah.
Especially then. That was difficult. You did good though, dear. It looked nice.
The last thing we did this year, a couple of different times, we took old videos that we had, that we sell on Amazon. People can buy them, but we took them apart, made individual project videos out of them, and then put them out so that you all could have them. And we talk about how it's fun to make Christmas presents and ornaments and things. And we did the whole star project. That all we turned that into several different segments. Yeah. And we also did the desk set. And so taking them apart, you don't get all of the instruction all at once, but you do get enough. Let's see, we also did the picture frames this year too. So that was quite a lot of projects that a person can have, and we enjoyed doing that. It was fun to do, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Well, the thing is, whenever we learn something, we want to share it with you, our viewers, because you are important to us. That's why we do stained glass. I love to teach and meet new people. We love to build windows of distinction and beauty, so we can just spread the idea of stained glass. Some people call it a dying art, Some people say it fluctuates in popularity, but we want to keep that whole art form alive. And by making these videos for you, we hope that that will help you to get excited about it too. Because what we learn, we want to share.
You bet.
So,
yeah, we're perfectly open to.
Yeah, pretty transparent about it. No secrets here.
Yeah, yeah, we don't have trade secrets. We share it all.
Yeah. So thank you for being with us all of this year. And I hope 2023 just brings more projects, more students, more love, because we love what we do, and we want you to enjoy it also.
Yeah, we look forward to your input. We hope that you'll share with us ideas that,
Sure.
that you think would be good. And
be great.
hey, you know, we try to incorporate ideas. You see what we do with our students. They
yeah. So thank you very much, and hope you have a very wonderful holiday season and a new year.